my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! What a win! Yo, me at 9 p.m. Yo, am I in first place? No, I'm in second! Oh my god, I'm in second! I have to play Crescent f***ing Moon! But I have 6 points!
Let's watch the live action.
But, oh my god. Oh, alright. Well, you know what? Last time I was better against Aravind. I'm gonna play another Trompowsky because it's my only good opening. Let's go, Aravind. He's gonna go e6. That'd be so sick. Let's go. Repeats the line. Dude, last time I was cooking him. But he's so nasty. He has no connection, though. Maybe he'll disconnect. That would be sick. Dude, like, if I could just spam this opening and over the board games and win all of them, that would be really cool. Unfortunately, it's not so simple. Which way he gonna take? Pawn? Aravind always looks for, like, some crazy position against me. I guess we have another one now. Woo! I'm on the radio. Nice. I think he was trying to go here. Mr. Aravind, I'm coming to checkmate you just like last time, but this time it will be successful. Or not. Or not. Or not. Well, we'll fucking see, dude. I actually think I can go here. But he's so much better at calculating than me. Yo, Aravind, don't fucking threaten me with a good time, my brother. I am in a good mood tonight, bro. You gonna take my knight? For real? Ain't no fucking way this is okay for black. I mean, I have a fucking pawn on a7. Hey, no. There is no way that this is survivable. I refuse to believe this is survivable. No. He might survive it, but that won't mean it's survivable. Hold up. I mean, I gotta... Okay, rook b1. I don't know where my... Let's go here. We're gonna check the analysis after this game, because I bet it's gonna be so juicy. I think I'm winning. I have a feeling. I think he knows I'm winning too. I think he's trying to find a way out of it, but it's really not easy. I mean, I knew from the beginning. Yeah. This has to be winning. Come on.
This world will never be what I expected. And if I don't belong,
Okay, I have queen b7, Enrique, at a minimum. Do I have anything else? Can I go queen c5? Queen c5, king d8? No, then I have rook b7. I'm gonna beat Aravind. Oh, they're gonna pull me into a fucking fair play call after this. Queen d6? Oh! Let's go!
Welcome back, chess fans. In this video, Levy Rozman with white destroys Aravind Chithambaram, a Grandmaster 2700 rated. Accuracy, amazing, he was always in control. Let's go to the game. I'm gonna rewind the game, and on d4, knight f6, what do we get? The Trompowsky. Clearly an opening that Levy Rozman has prepared, and we can see that black wasn't ready to meet the challenge. d5 is played. Now, what I like to play against Trompowsky is e6, and on e4, h6, you take, and then typically white is gonna do bishop g3, followed by 92, castle f4, black takes g6, bishop g7, 97, and e5. Anyway, Aravind picks d5, 92. So Levy doesn't develop the knight. We're gonna see that he wants to push this pawn back to square. c5, e3, e6, c3, knight bd7, or classic. And here, a normal move would be knight f3. But instead, bishop g3. Maybe Levy wants to play f4. He can also sometimes play the knight like that. And this is a critical moment of the game. Of course, white hasn't played knight f3. What does that mean? It means that e5 is weak. And the computer says you can push over here. Obviously, threatening to come here. Take, bishop c2. And now what? h6, bishop h4. And here, simply, you do bishop e7. Let's say on developing like that, boom, boom, bishop e6. That's one variation. And you can also, on bishop e7, if I attack you here, bishop d6, knight e2, castle, castle. And we can see that the pieces for white are fairly passive. The developed bishop on c8 will come somewhere around here, and we have a strong center for black. So e5 was a drawback of Gothamchess, also known as Levy Rozman. By not developing f3, he loses control of e5. b6 play, this is wrong. f4, and already Levy has an easy game. He's not winning by any chance, but now it's pretty easy. On h6, he's taking. And now, you may ask, how come not taking with the queen, for instance? Well, you have an easy play like that. And what about not taking with a knight? Well, I'm gonna bring that knight over here, or even give a check over here. And what do you do right now? You have to go back with a knight. You have to move the king like that. They looks very dubious to me. So on bishop takes f6, g takes f6, a very imbalanced game. Let's continue the game. f5, this is logical. You want to play bishop g7, potentially coming here. Knight e5, such an easy play for white. Take, queen d7. And you can see black, Aravind, is trying to find the moves. But Levy is in his prep, right? So he's playing a4 with somebody, or bishop b5. He's playing quickly because all his moves are easy to find. Over here, he's retreating here so that he can guard the h file. So castle, b3, of course, Levy wants to attack the king. Take. And now we can see the plan. What is the plan for white? Very easy. We're going to push here, push there, maybe put a rook here or rather the rook over there, and we're trying to open the play and get to the king. Yes, black can try to get to g2, but that d4 pawn is blocking the diagonal. So h5 played, a5, attacking first, bishop h6, and Levy, without thinking, takes the pawn. He's giving up a piece after check, and here he's down a piece, right? But he said, hey, I'm gonna come right there. Obviously, bishop a8 will be losing to checkmate. So at the beginning here, he's threatening to win back the piece like that. So king c7 here, and now the key moment of the game. We've given a piece, but of course that a7 pawn is very strong. Rook fb1, excellent. What is the plan? Well, we're attacking that bishop, right? Queen c6. Now, feel free to pause the video. If you remember in the game, rook a3, defending c3, but also preparing to potentially double the rook. That is not what the computer suggests. And here there was a winning idea. Rook a5. And if you were to take with the queen here, or take that pawn over there, rook c5. Rook c5 is a nice idea. And now, if you're trying to move the king, of course, bishop b5, win the queen. So rook a5, and you don't really have a way to stop the threat rook c5. At any rate, Levy played rook a3, and rook a8 play queen b4, threatening to come here. And of course, if you play rook he8, you're guarding that, but you're running into bad positions. Let me demonstrate. And then you take. The problem is, if rook takes here, we capture here, followed by rook b8. This is a good game, game over. So over here, king c8, and now the beautiful move. What did Levy play? That was a brilliant move of the game. Bishop a6. What a nice move. By the way, in case you wonder in the game, you could also play rook a6 with the same idea. But bishop a6, what a move. Now, it looks like he's giving up a piece, right? And here, what do? You don't give the check on b8 yet. You capture with the rook. Now, if queen takes, you're coming here. And if the king goes there, rook b7. And the problem is the king is boxed here. We win everything. We win the whole house. So this is beautiful here. And if you take the queen over here, I'm going to take. And now, rook d7. And black has to give the queen to avoid checkmate, because over here, that will end badly with a nice checkmate. Now, on rook a6 over here, so once again, if take, and queen c7 instead of taking on a6, what is the move? Beautiful. Rook c6, brilliant move. You have to take, and I'm finishing the same way. We've seen that pattern here, and black is doomed. So beautiful bishop a6. The Grandmaster with black, try to defend. And now this is the most important idea of the game. In here, first, Levy says, well, at a minimum, I can exchange on b7 and win the rook by rook a8. Let's demonstrate that. His first idea was to exchange the queen. Now give a check. The king has to guard the rook on b7. We take, and now we up in exchange. But this is not over, right? Because you do this move, that move, this move, rook d8, and if you come here, bishop d4, and you can see that white has an exchange. It's going to be a race, right? Take here, take there, and you have a way to lose, especially in a blitz game against this threat, right? So instead of exchanging and winning the exchange, queen c5 check. Well, are we trying to simply win the queen, right? So that's definitely a very strong threat. And on these, I would probably play king b8 here if I were, but then that would lose to this beautiful move here. Anyway, there's no defense over here, and if you play queen c7, I do like that, and on that, I do that, and I am down, completely winning. So on queen c5, check, right? Only move with king d8, and now take, queen d6, black resign. Why is that? Well, on that, you're finishing with a checkmate, and if you go back here, you're finishing there, and you have a checkmate. So no matter what you do over here, you're finishing with rook a8. So kudos for Levy, not being, stressed and trying to exchange to win the exchange, but playing queen c5 check, and after that, finding the beautiful queen d6. No matter what black does, it has rook a8 on top. Beautiful display by this Grandmaster. I think that was a beautiful game. You can see to control, had a better prep in the opening, and really did an amazing job to win, again, a top-class Grandmaster. Gothamchess didn't end up winning the tournament, but he had a very good run winning several Grandmasters in a row. And I see you in the next one.